Hey, welcome back to Peony Lore. This is for my Virgos out there. This is going to serve for the Sun, Moon, and Rising sign of Virgo from the 16th through the 22nd. We're doing an abridged version this week because I was guided to make sure that there was a pick a pile. They said was important for you guys this particular week, and for everyone to use their intuition to support them with additional messages that will come out. So it'll be a separate post that I do for the pick a pile, but it will go towards this reading specifically for people. And if other people hop onto it, then hey, more power to you. The more the merrier. We're welcome. Okay, so we are going to start out as always with your Sacred Geometry card for the base of the energy for this week. We are going to use the In-Between Tarot to talk about the changes that are going to be happening from this midpoint up until we hit the new moon in the next month that you should be aware of, opportunities to change. Well, there we go. There it is. And then we will go in with the White Sage Tarot to clarify any of the majors that come out. And I'm also going to use my bigs to pull out energy from current to this particular moment that are still in your energy. So this week, Virgo, we have inner child. We have acknowledged the inner child. This is card 41, which reduces down to a 5, which is about change. And it's about joy. This card is all about joy. What were the things that you enjoyed doing as a child? Love up on yourself this week. Your inner child, make room for play. Those types of things. Now I pulled my notes out here just so I could get through what I thought were the critical pieces for this week that people should know. Sagittarius really belongs to Monday and Tuesday's energy. We have the moon in Sagittarius and a trine with the sun in Leo. So that's going to be an excellent day if you happen to have Sagittarius in your chart to continue to work on new things, tweak some things that you already have in creation, okay? Wednesday and Thursday belong to Capricorn in a sense. Capricorn has a trine with Mars and Mercury. That's push, push, push energy, okay? With Capricorn and Virgo, which is kind of like that energy of trying to go within a little bit and assess a couple of different things. And also Pluto and Taurus. So that's kind of some big energy for our Capricorns on Wednesday and Thursday because the Pluto energy is the energy of judgment, and so that's rebirth and renewal and transformation in some ways. And then Taurus's energy is that steady eddy. So there could be a little bit of push for individuals on that particular day to really kind of really tweak what needs to be tweaked. Of course, on Thursday we have Uranus going in retrograde in the sign of Capricorn as well. So Uranus is the energy of the Fool, wanting to bring something new in. And then of course the best attributes of Capricorn are their steady eddy, persistent values. I'm sorry, Spirit is really heavy with me today, and they just it's the feathers, it's the energy, the vibration that I have. It happens to hit my nose, so I apologize. So the energies that I'm pulling out for you, these cards are the main energies for the week. They're not necessarily attributed to a specific day of the week, okay? We're going to get into those energies for you, but what you can look forward to. Then, of course, Aquarius belongs to the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, as we are getting ready to have this blue moon, the second full moon in the sign of Aquarius. And also on that Sunday, that is when Virgo, the sun transits into the sign of Virgo, because we're getting ready to come up on that season. So there's some interesting information that we'll be able to pop through. Regardless, Tuesday, like I said, is that day to start new creation. Saturday would be the day, though, for you to present any of those new ideas. If you've been working on something, bring it out. Tell people about it, okay? Tell people about what's going on. Tell people about what you got. Saturday's the day to do it. And then, of course, releasing anything that no longer serves you with that full moon in Aquarius so that you can make space for the new energies that pop up. Now, I am going to pull a numerology card. Don't need these, so I'll put those notes away there. I'm going to pull a numerology card to support this inner child, and then I'll explain the details that I'm seeing here. We've got the King of Swords up, the King of Swords in the reverse position. We do have the Two of Swords down. We have Judgment down. We have the Strength card in reverse, and then we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. So let's see what we've got going on here, and then I'm going to pull the energies from the bigs They're telling me to breathe and slow down. Okay. Inhala. Exhala. All right. Here we go. Numerology card that's going to be able to support our Virgos, please, for this upcoming week of the 16th through the 22nd, universe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There it is. It's this top card. This top card is all about creativity. We just talked about that with the inner child, right? So creativity, creativity, creativity. Now, the other sub cards that come out here are domestic harmony, okay, which we love. And we also have moderation. So you are being asked to participate in your creativity this week, but you can't be all work, work, work. You also need to play, play, play. So that is specifically what the universe is saying. Now let's go into the cards individually themselves. And we will have we have two clarifiers that will come out with the littles here in just a second. Again, not specifically placed for any day this week. This happens to be the broad spectrum of the energy for this week that you're going to get into. So the first card that we have is the King of Swords in the reverse position. So this is where the King of Swords is meeting with this Page of Swords. This should be a transfer of knowledge, but it doesn't look like there's a lot of clarity at one point this particular week in order for that to happen. So again, I would encourage you to kind of be creative a little bit so that you can be prepared to share that energy or share that creation with someone a little bit later. Like a little bit of work to do maybe left on that one. You do have the Two of Swords energy, which is transferring into the Three of Swords. So this is having to make a decision, and it might not be what everybody wants to hear, but this is going to be the best for you. So you might have to cut ties with someone that you may have started a project with. It doesn't necessarily have to be that, but you definitely are going to have to be making a decision, and it might be an uncomfortable decision for one or two parties within your group. But at the end of the day, you have to do things that are for you and your best and highest good. The next card that we have here is the Judgment card. And I said I wasn't going to tie it into any specific day of the week, but this is where we have, really, I'd say probably Wednesday, Thursday. This is the World card with the Judgment card that's showing up here, okay? So the World card is saying that there is a end of a cycle that's on its way, and right now you're in the position of trying to, what's the word I want to say? This is where the rubber meets the road on that particular energy for this day. The Judgment card wants to come in and transform things for you, but it's telling you that there may be something that still needs to be tweaked for it to finish its rotation and completion for you, okay? Now, the next card that we have, the next two are in the reverse position. We have the Strength card married with the Hermit card. So some of you might be resisting going in and receiving the next level of clarification that you need from your spirit guides. Good gravy, you guys. Sorry. I would just say that you probably don't want to do that. If you have the opportunity to go in and receive some more information, that you need to do that. Going in and meeting the Hermit to broaden your horizons is always a good thing to do. You need to step back sometimes from big energies, kind of change your perspective on a situation so that you can move forward and you have all the tools in your bag and they're all shined up and you're ready to go. So there does appear to be an energy that shows up here for you in the week where looks like you might be resisting that a little bit. And what it ends up turning into is a complete miscalculation or miscommunication with this Queen of Cups in the reverse position where she wanted to meet the benefit of the King of Cups. So it's the manifestation of something that you want still in its creative area, not quite realized. Again, there's another day this week for you to continue to tweak and then present that information a little bit differently. So the guidance that I see for this particular week is that you're on your path, okay? You're doing things the way that you're supposed to be doing them, but they're just giving you these opportunities to tweak so that you can bring that fruition all the way through and through. The Queen of Cups is not in her zone. She could be a little emotional. She could be a little bit moody. She's not really thinking about others and supporting other individuals and getting that transfer of knowledge to the king so that he can bring it to full fruition, like meaning your masculine and your feminine, your divine masculine and divine feminine are not in alignment, which is why you're being asked to kind of go within and seek a little bit of extra guidance. There's something that you want to be able to present. You need to be able to present it. And if you have to cut ties with someone, then you should feel comfortable doing that, because at the end of the day, you have to be involved all the way through and through with whatever it is that you're trying to create, right? So I know that sounds very simplistic, but it is what it is. But what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the Judgment and the World and this Hermit and the Strength card that are here for us, okay? So let's see what we have here. Let me move my book over here so I've got that. Okay, all right, Virgo, here we go. First card out is the Six of Wands in the reverse position. So feeling as though you weren't necessarily doing something in the right manner, the right way, not feeling recognized for the work that you've put into a situation. But again, the world is not done yet, okay? It has yet to finish turning its final trajectory. The Judgment card is asking you to recognize where some tweaks can be made. The second card that supports that is the Sun. Absolutely. You have what it takes. This is vitality. This is all the different things that you want coming towards you. It's just like, don't give up at this particular moment, because you're damn near there, okay? You're damn near there. The world is almost turned for you. There's just something else you got to do first. And yeah, you've got to let something go. You got this Ten of Wands. You've got something that you're working on. I see multiple projects for a couple of people, and one of them is almost finished. And by you completing that one project, it helps to cycle something for you in a different and more. What's the best word that I can use to describe the energy that I'm feeling? As soon as I get this done and I turn in this homework assignment, then I can do all these other things. That's kind of the energy that I feel with it. But this is not bad. It just means that there's just a little bit of tweaking that needs to get done. So let's go into this Strength and this Hermit card that I see here. Well, I see someone's trying to book a personal. Okay, well, I'll get to them later. All right. Okay, look at this. We've got the Nine of Cups. So this is, again, this is all the things that you want. This is a wish coming true. This is what it is that you've called into existence. Now, this is showing up on the reverse of the Strength and the Hermit card. So we've got the Six of Swords energy in the reverse position. And so what that means is that it's been very difficult for you to try to turn this corner. And the reality of the situation is that the Queen of Swords is here to support you by saying, yeah, you've got to make the decision to cut something out here. So this is not negative at all. What I'm seeing out of this, you guys, is that the universe is asking you to really focus on what it is that you've got going on. Make sure that you're putting the last creative touches on something that you already have in your bag of tricks. Okay, shine it up. Get it all shined up. Do something that is going to help create a little bit of domestic harmony for you. And not only just your physical people in your house, do something for your house as well. So domestic harmony can also reference the physical house that you live in. Feng shui, clear some stuff out, throw some old shit away. Do something to beautify your space that will take your active mind off of something else if you're in this big, heavy, creative mode, and change it up just a little bit, because that's where your inspiration and spark will come from. And then moderate. Have some fun. Do something fun, Virgo. You're all work, work, work. It's time. The universe is saying play, play, play. Okay? It's going to help you with a new mindset. So we're going to cap this off with an angel card, and then I'm going to go into the inner child for you just a little bit. Okay? Again, these are shorter readings, and I'm okay with that. We will look forward to the yes. We will have a lot of fun with the pick a card. Now, here's the universe saying, do the work. Now, what they're pointing me towards is this Strength card in the reverse position, the Strength and this Hermit card. Do the work. Don't avoid going in and getting the details that you need. Go into your meditation. Tell the universe where you're at. Ask for the next best logical steps. Back off of it. Go do something different. And when you're doing something different, that will help to create the initiative and the spark that you need to move forward and help and shine it up so that you can present whatever it is that you're working on. Do the work. You can't escape it. So they're telling you, do the work. Internal work as well as external work. That's what this means. But also have fun with this inner child. So let's go ahead and go right into card 41. Do, 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 do. Oh, missed it by one page. Here we go. So if you want some supportive mantras to go into your week while you're meditating or anything else, then this is the suggestion for you. The wonder of childhood is alive in me, and the joy of youth sets me free. The wonder of childhood is alive in me, and the joy of youth sets me free. The wonder of childhood is alive in me, and the joy of youth sets me free. So the other thing that I'm getting to with regards to child's play and sparking that creativity is that if you have children, this might be a really fun week for you to actually create an activity with your child, which will also support that creative harmony that we were talking about, the domestic harmony in the house. Do something for all of you, because if you've been working, then there's a possibility that you've been ignoring. Not for everyone, but they're just saying this is a good week for you to capitalize on what it is that you need to get done and utilizing the youth energy to help support what it is that you want to do. Watching children's movies can give you joy, reawakening your imagination, getting your hands dirty, building sandcastles, doing any of those different types of activities with youthful enthusiasm is going to support you this week, Virgo. And if you want to take advantage of crystal medicine, use rhodochrosite, tangerine quartz, rose quartz. Those will all help you with that energy of open heart in order to get things done. Very short, very to the point. I really like it. Hopefully this was helpful for you, and if it was, I really ask that you support this little tiny channel and give it a like, comment below. Feel free to share this out to anyone else that you think would be a beneficial recipient to the way that I deliver content. If you didn't get everything out of this one, then that's fine. Make sure that you take a look at your sun, your moon, your rising, and your north node, and be watching for the pick a card pile that specifically goes with this particular reading showing up for you. Virgo, thank you very much for tuning in, and we will see you next week. Bye for now.